Hello, welcome back to We Are City channel for another episode of our Manchester City Master League. And if you remember in the last episode, we finished it off with a real physical game against Manchester United. They were brutal, and it's left us with two injuries. Riyad Mahrez is going to be out for 1 week. He comes back in December due to muscle inflammation. But Jack Grealish is going to be out until January, so 6 weeks out for our club record signing, which is a big miss, isn't it? But that's purely down to Manchester United and the way they played. You know, they could have had 2 or 3 red cards in that game. The referee did not control the game at all, and that's disappointing to see, and hopefully that doesn't continue next time we play them. So the first game of today's episode is against Olympiacos away from home, but we're already through the Champions League, so no pressure on this one. And we do pick up a 2-0 win over Olympiacos, and I think that is match day 5. There's one match day left, but we're on 13 points now, so we confirm top of the group, meaning in that final game, which I think could be against Shaktar Donetsk, are also through anyway, we could put out a couple of, youngsters, Liam Delap and Romeo Lavia, Cole Palmer, James McAtee, and give them some game time. Now, Newcastle United are interested in taking Liam Delap on loan from January till the end of the season. Now, he's back fit, he's been training with the first team, but he's something that Manchester City in real life have been looking at the possibility of Delap, letting him go on loan, get some game time. We haven't yet played him. We could play him in the last few Champions League games. In the second half of the season, that's where the business end of the season starts, isn't it really? So, for 8 million to let him go on loan, I think that is a wonderful deal. So, Liam Delap will go on loan from January and move to Newcastle United. A very good move. I think they've only got really Callum Wilson as a striker, and he'll be a good option for them. Next is Brighton at home, another game that I think we will simulate before we go away to Norwich City. Don't have the best of records in recent times away at Norwich. I think they lost last time, was it 3-1, where Stones and Otamendi had absolute shockers. So we're going to simulate this game at home against Brighton, and then get into that game against Norwich away at Carrow Road. So an easy 3-0 win at home against Brighton over Albion. Spurs fall to Manchester United 1-0. Everton lose 1-0 to Leicester City as well. Looking at the teams that are affecting us, Chelsea with a 3-1 win over West Ham, Arsenal with a 3-0 win over Norwich, and also Liverpool with a 3-0 win over Leeds, meaning we are still in 5th position on 27 points. Liverpool still top, Leicester, Chelsea, Wolves in there, and us, and I think those 5 teams at the top there are the team in the title race. Spurs have fallen out of that, and so have Manchester United, who've never been there at all this season. Maybe they'll come back into it. I feel like they might sneak top 4 ahead of Wolves or West Ham or someone like that, because the quality they have in the squad, they've just had a very slow start to the season. So this aside for our game against Norwich City, Ederson starts in goal. We've got Cancelo, Stones, Laporte and Zinchenko in that back 4. Fernandinho, Bernardo Silva and Gundogan not in there. It's De Bruyne in the midfield 3. And then it's Raheem still on the left, Gabriel Jesus on the right, and Ferran Torres through the middle. On the bench, we've got Stefan, Ruben Diaz, Walker, Rodri, Mahrez is back, Phil Foden and Liam Delap. We've got a lot of players in down condition. Foden is tired, Walker's down, Diaz is down, De Bruyne is pretty tired, so he's going to have to come off at some point, probably for Mahrez or Foden. Ederson's down, but he's our star keeper, isn't he? We'll keep him in there. Grealish still injured, and Ilkay Gundogan is tired as well, so we're going to give him a rest today and hope this team is going to be enough to beat Norwich. It should be, shouldn't you? See the Norwich side there. Tim Krul in goal, Aarons, Gibson, Kabak and Javi at the back 4. They've got, I'm not sure who's in the midfield there. Cantwell on the left, Dabble in behind Josh Sargent, and Lees Malouz, usually midfielder, on the right hand side. No Rashika, who they've signed. I'm surprised he's not in there, but Trellis is on the bench. Brandon Williams, Ginnerman. They'll give us a good game, Norwich. You know, City lost there last time, didn't they, when they were in the Premier League before Norwich, but we're not looking to do that today. So away in the rain at Carrow Road, and today is the first time we've been able to wear our third kit, black kit, how we call it, the absolutely atrocious one with the Man City banner on it rather than the club badge. And we wear it away here at Norwich. FIFA 16 advertised at the Norwich ground. Gibson there is the captain. The one that was linked with Manchester City a few years back as a backup centre-back. So Manchester City versus Norwich. And we're live from Carrow Road. Goes back to Laporte. Zinchenko again. Fernandinho. That's a bad pass from him. And here comes Josh Sargent. Norwich will try and get forward for the first time, but I'm there at Laporte. Immediately there. I'm going to go passing to Jesus. Gabriel Jesus. No one's stopping him. And Jesus will hit one into the side netting. But no one was stopping Jesus there. Just let him run and run and run. And he did. Fortunately, the finish at the end of it. He narrowed his angle way too much, in fact. Maybe could have looked to pull it back to someone. Off he goes, Jesus. Oh, nearly. You can see it in the end. Like a bit of a foul, really. He's got 2 on him, and he's had to clear it out. 40 minutes gone. We've not really tested Tim Krul either, which is a bit of a worry. At the space, Jesus is in here. De Bruyne. Oh, into Sterling. Oh, Fernandinho with a shocker of a ball as well. Josh Sargent lays it off here. Stones in there to try and win that ball. It's stopped the counter-attack anyway. You will probably get a yellow card for that, John Stones. Which he has. It's crazy, isn't it, that Stones gets a yellow card for that. And you've got, you know, that game against Manchester United where they were, you know, breaking our players' legs nearly. And nothing was being given. To Jesus there. De Bruyne looks dead on his feet, really. Ferran again. That's a much better ball. Sterling makes it 1-0. I took my time there, concentrated, see what Tim Krul's going to do. Tim Krul in the end stayed on his line. But that's a better ball from Ferran Torres, creating from the striker position. What a pass that is. And off goes Raheem Sterling. Uses his physicality well against Aaron's, and he puts it in the bottom corner. I was half expecting Krul to come off his line. But what a ball from Ferran Torres. Really, really nice pass. Krul stayed, you know, stuck to his line. That allowed Sterling to take his time. Just used the power to put it past Tim Krul. And that is 1-0 Manchester City just before half-time in a game where we've not played well. I'm very happy with that. And that is the last kick of the game. Well, the first 45 minutes anyway. Half-time Manchester City 1, Norwich City 0. Jesus, he's looking for Cancelo. No nonsense stuff from Norwich. It's a corner to Manchester City. Zinchenko over it again. Bigger players in the box. It might fall to Ferran Torres, who heads it wide, but it never seems to go towards Diaz or Stones, or Laporte in this case. Looks very tired, Kevin De Bruyne. He's a ball at the wing here. Chance for Norwich on the counter. Sargent against John Stones. Is this a penalty? I'm not quite sure. Has Josh Sargent tried to win something here? This could be a dive from Sargent. I believe it is a yellow card for Sargent. That is unimpressive, isn't it? We'll just swap Foden and Bernardo around, but why is Sargent diving there? That is unnecessary from the American. De Bruyne is off. He needs a rest. He might get a rest the next game as well. I can't remember who we play next. Foden. Bernardo. Cancelo. Oh, he's there. I was waiting to see what Krul was doing. I half expected I'd get a shot off there with Cancelo. Krul was a mile out of position. That's not the pass I played. Bernardo Silva. Oh, we've won it back though. Sterling. Ferran. Oh, big tackle. Perfectly timed tackle. Ferran Torres isn't happy, but it was a good tackle. Bernardo Silva. Into Jesus. Jesus! Oh, hits it straight at Tim Krul. Cancelo into Sterling, cleared away. It will go behind for a throw-in. And it's going to be Premier League debut time for Liam Delap. And he comes with Riyad Mahrez, the number 48 Delap. See what impact he can make. You might get a goal here. Well done, Fernandinho. Brilliant. Delap. Varane. Here's Phil Foden. In behind here. It's Delap! Oh, he skied it over the bar, Liam Delap. Well, that's unlike him. I thought he was about to get his first Premier League goal there. On his first Premier League appearance. Great ball by Foden. He's put too much on it. He's put way too much on it, Liam Delap. And he's put it over the bar. I think it was partly my fault. It's a really bad pass to Cancelo. It's so short. Oh, here's Delap. Foden. Delap for a second time. Great save. Ferran Torres on the rebound. Oh, and it's gone behind for a goal kick. Well, Delap could have had two here. Foden creating the chances for him. It's a good save by Krul. Could have had two, couldn't he, Liam Delap? Two very good chances. I think that one was a tougher one for the angle than the previous one. Oh, Ferran nearly intercepts that one. Phil Foden's tired. He's only been on a few minutes. McLean. Long by Norwich. They're tired as well, not even chasing that one now. That'll be full time. We've scraped through again, haven't we, really, with a 1-0 win? It should have been more. Should have been more. Delap could have had 2. And when he come on. And that is full time. Manchester City 1, Norwich 0. A win at Carrow Road, which is not always the easiest place to go. But it's 3 points, isn't it, at the end of the day? And that's what means the most to us. So Spurs get a 2-2 draw. Manchester United win 2-0 against Burnley. Chelsea have lost 1-0 to Leeds. That's big. And Liverpool have drawn 2-2 with Wolves. Leicester City have also drawn 0-0 with Watford. So what does that mean for the Premier League table? We are up into second now on 30 points, level with Leicester City. Liverpool still top on 31. Chelsea have dropped down into 5th. Looking a very interesting Premier League table this season, isn't it? I think so anyway. I couldn't predict it. I think, City are probably the favourites, actually. The way, last season City did the same thing. They were down, mid-table for a long time, and then they started to build up and build up. That's what we're starting to do. But even so, that is incredible that, so many teams are still in that title race. But I think it will be between, if it has to come down to the big clubs, it'd be Chelsea, us and Liverpool, I think. Up next is a game against Newcastle at home, which we will simulate, along with the Shaktar game, which is the final game of the Champions League group stage, where we will put some of the younger players out. And then we've got a couple of interesting games. We've got Arsenal to play, we've got West Ham to play, and I think we've got Aston Villa as well to play. So we'll simulate this game against Newcastle at home and the Shaktar one, and then get into that West Ham game. Unexpected win at home against Newcastle, a 3-0 win. Manchester United have lost again, 1-0 to Southampton. Everton and Brentford share a point each. Spurs have got 1 point, or 3 points, as a 1-0 win over Norwich. Liverpool have won 2-0 against Leicester. That is interesting because Leicester will drop further down now. And Wolves have also dropped points to draw. Chelsea have dropped points again. 2-0 defeat to Aston Villa. Wow. So it's us and Liverpool for the title, isn't it? I think Wolves are up into 3rd though on 30. Bruno Lage is really, really overachieving, I think, with this Wolves team. Leicester City down in 4th and Chelsea in 5th. Manchester United are having a shocker of a season, aren't they? Cristiano Ronaldo has not brought them any luck at all. And you can see there, it's just us and Liverpool. Liverpool 1 point ahead of us. The fact that they've lost 1 less game than us. We've scored 25, they've scored 31. So goals we're down on, but we've actually got a better defensive record than them. Only 10 conceded. The only other team with a defensive record as good as ours is Leeds with 10 conceded. Liverpool have conceded 1 more. Look at their goal difference, 5 ahead of us. So that's something we need to, improve on, which is the goals at the end of the day. So we face Shakhtar Donetsk next in the Champions League. We're already through top of the group. They've gone full strength side. We're going to go a non-full strength side. So Zach Steffen starts in goal. We've got so Champions League group stage, we're already finished top of the group. Shakhtar there with their full strength side. Us with a young side. Get them some experience in the Champions League. So Steffen starts in goal. We've got Cancelo, Stones and Bete and Ake in the back 4. Romeo Lavia, Bernardo Silva and James McAtee in the midfield 3. Then you see Dozie on the left, Parma on the right, and Liam Delap through the middle on the bench. We've got Jesus, Sterling Mahrez, Fernandinho, Laporte, Walker and Scott Carson. I'm not expected to win here today, but let's see how the young lads do. And it's a 1-0 win. Well done to them to beat a strong Shakhtar side like that. 16 points. We finished the group with 5 wins, 1 draw, 14 goals scored, 4 conceded. You can see there Shakhtar and Young Boys, Olympiacos, all in minus goal difference. And very interestingly, Young Boys managed to go into the Europa League. So let's see how the other groups. So Juventus and Atletico Madrid have gone into the Champions League next round. Sporting into the Europa League. Sevilla and Celtic have gone through. Zenit into the Europa League. Ajax out. Us and of course Donetsk through. Young Boys into the Europa League. Liverpool and Barcelona through. Rennes into the Europa League. Benfica out. Madrid and Chelsea through. Marseille Europa League. Midtjylland out. Bayern and Inter through. Zagreb into the Europa League. Club Brugge out. Manchester United through with Porto. Villarreal into the Europa League. AZ Alkmaar out. And then finally PSG and Lazio through. Başakşehir into the Europa League and Rangers out. So now we go to West Ham, to the London Stadium. And West Ham are doing pretty well in 7th position. The likes of Mikel Antonio and players like that to look out for because they're very good. But we're still chasing Liverpool here for the title. So again, like every game, 3 points is the target. Just the side we'd go with against West Ham. Walker, Stones, Laporte and Ake make up the back 4 because Zinchenko's in down condition, so Ake comes in. It's Rodri, Gundogan and De Bruyne in the midfield 3. Sterling on the left, Foden on the right, Gabriel Jesus through the middle on the bench. We've got Liam Delap, Ferran Torres, Riyad Mahrez, Bernardo Silva, Fernandinho, Cancelo and Steffen. As for West Ham, they've gone with a very strong side, their strongest side looking from it. So Fabianski in goal, Soufal, Ogbonna, Dawson and Cresswell at the back 4. Rice and Souček partner in the midfield with Pablo Fornals on the left, Gerard Bowen on the right, And new signing Vlasic in behind Mikel Antonio. They've got Lanzini who can come off the bench and make a difference. The same for Yarmolenko, even Masuaku, Kurt Zouma. No Areola, he's not in the squad today. But it's a very, very strong West Ham side. And I'm a little worried, actually, that Antonio is going to bully Stones and Laporte. They've got to be very strong at the back today. So here at the London Stadium to face West Ham. What a nice stadium this is as well, actually. London Stadium, one of the best to come and play at. It's such a shame for the fans they sat so far away from the pitch. But it looks great. You see the West Ham fans there with the West Ham flags out. The City fans, I think, are all the way up in the gods, as they say. So Manchester City versus West Ham United. Raheem Sterling in there, Jesus in there, Foden in there in our front three today. West Ham looking to get 3 points for themselves. They're having a very good season, and it's live from the London Stadium. Rodri keeps it in. I feel quite possession dominated today. Sterling, good turn. Oh, he's down the box here. That's a penalty and a half all day. Sterling fouled by Dawson. Jesus picks it back up. Well done, Gabriel Jesus. How is that not a foul? Oh, that's a difficult pass. He's tried it. It's fine because every difficult pass we play, because West Ham is so negative, feels easy. And that's a great ball by Laporte into Kevin De Bruyne. What a save by Fabianski. But what a ball from Aymeric Laporte there. Absolute class. Maybe De Bruyne could have put it across the box. I don't think Jesus was there, though. There's De Bruyne. Into Jesus. Jesus hits it, but wide of the post. And imagine if we had a real clinical finisher up top. Maybe Ferran Torres in a way. Scores quite a few goals for us, but good creation from Kevin De Bruyne. Gabriel Jesus hits it, but hits it wide of the post. He's tried it, Jesus. He's quicker than Cresswell, I can tell you that, Kyle Walker. He's an absolute machine when he gets going. He's played a good ball here to Foden. He's away. Oh, caught by Dawson. He slowed down, hoping to hold Dawson off, but Greg Dawson managed to swing a leg at it, get his foot in there. De Bruyne in towards Raheem Sterling, cleared away. Fornals and West Ham get it away, and they play out from it. Souček. Got to watch this run of Antonio here. Oh, Walker with a late tackle there. Showed the ball to Kyle Walker, thought he could win it. Cresswell. Good cross into Bowen, and he beats Ake in the air, which is worrying. But he heads it over the bar. Walker keeps it alive with Rodri, and that is half-time 0-0. We've yet to create a clear chance, but I think we've played really well. It's a shame we haven't scored. I think that De Bruyne chance was the only one. Oh, brilliant from Foden. Not so much on the cross. De Bruyne. Rodri. Sterling. Oh, it's a poor one from Raheem. Declan Rice could get this away, which he does. Mikel Antonio counters on here. Stones fouls him. Stones is not on a yellow card, I don't think. But he will get one here for a foul on Mikel Antonio. Frustrating game, really, because I feel like we've played well, but it's that chance. We haven't had that chance to score. Mara's going to come on. De Bruyne is very tired, unfortunately. I think the lap for Sterling. Varane on that left-hand side. Maybe Delap can just get on something here. Pressure on a young man. A lot of pressure on a young man here in Liam Delap, but we need him to get his head on something, don't we? Just something. Mikel Antonio's back on. Oh, Stones, what are you doing? Bowen. Walker, what a block from Kyle Walker. Absolutely saved us there, Kyle Walker. There's no doubts about that. Foden. Oh, Phil, he's had a shocker, Phil Foden. Rodri, what a challenge. Can't win it back anyway. Going to be a 0-0 here at West Ham. And again, our issue lies with putting the ball in the back of the net. Full-time, West Ham 0, Manchester City 0. Played good football, but we lacked a bit of creativity. And we definitely lacked a finisher on the end of chances. And we drop another 2 points in the Premier League. Well, Manchester United picked up a 1-0 win. Spurs have drawn 1-1. But important results. Liverpool win 2-0. Chelsea have drawn 2-2. Leicester City have lost 1-0. So Liverpool there go a little bit clear at the top of the table, don't they? They might run away with it, Liverpool, if we keep, picking up points like that where it's just 1 point. We need the 3 points, don't we, really? We need to start scoring more. So next it is Aston Villa at home. Again, we will play, and hopefully this time we can actually put the ball in the back of the net, create chances, you know, win the game the best we can, because at the moment it's just really frustrating, that game against West Ham. I feel like we played really well, but we were missing that killer pass, weren't we? So this is side to face Aston Villa. Cancelo comes in at left back, Diaz is back in for Stones, the midfield's the same, and Gabriel Jesus comes on the left hand side for Raheem Sterling, Ferran Torres back at striker, Mahrez back on the right hand side. As for Villa, they've got Ings up top, Trezeguet and Bailey on the wings, Ramsey in behind, Luis, and they've got McGinn partnering the midfield too, which is a strong midfield. Cash on the right hand side of fullback, Target on the left, and Konsa and Mings, the partnership with Emi Martinez, a tough keeper to beat in goal. Ollie Watkins on the bench as well. Expect him to come on. Bertrand Traore, Sanson, 3 very good players off the bench as well for Aston Villa. So back at the Etihad Stadium, and we face a side that sort of forcing a rivalry with Manchester City, aren't they, over the transfer of Jack Grealish, the Aston Villa fans. It means nothing to Manchester City. They just signed the player, didn't they? And unfortunately, Grealish can't play against his old side today. He is injured. There is their captain, Tyrone Mings. Edison also ready for the game. And our keeper, Emi Martinez. Rodri. So, Manchester City versus Aston Villa. 3 points, desperately needed. It's live from the Etihad Stadium, and we've got to create the chances and score the goals today. We really have to. De Bruyne. Over to Ferran Torres. It's a good ball. Gundogan intercepts, and there's a late challenge on him. City play on. Walker. Walker up to Jesus, who puts it in the back of the net. Brilliant cross from Kyle Walker. Gabriel Jesus makes it 1-0 Manchester City. Off the left-hand side today, Jesus. But immediately involved. What a cross from Kyle Walker, who seemed very forward-thinking today. Bombing down that right-hand side of the field. Foul on Gundogan. Really good cross from Walker. In a good area, and Jesus just nods it into the ground. Into the back of the net, past Emi Martinez. And he could be one of our top goal scorers this season, Jesus. Along with Mahrez and Ferran Torres. He plays a good ball, actually. Leon Bailey up against Kyle Walker. Walker does brilliantly, but he puts it behind for a corner. I think Edison was a bit unhappy with that one. Cross comes in. Free header, actually. No one getting away. Konsa with a strike, and Konsa puts it past the post. But everyone sort of stood off him there. Ezri Konsa in the end stepped up for it. And if that was Ings or Bailey, Buendia, who's not on, I'm surprised he's not even in the squad, Emi Buendia. Varane, Cancelo. Rodri again, we're creating chances well. Walker. Walker. Oh, he's lifted it in there. Jesus back out. Gundogan. De Bruyne. Walker into De Bruyne. Cleared away. Walker gets his body in between it. The ball and the player. Mahrez. Great skill. Walker once more. Ferran Torres is in there. It's lifted off of Emi Martinez, and Matty Cash manages to just direct it behind. But Kyle Walker's having a stormer of a game at right back. De Bruyne with the cross in. Oh, it's Diaz in there. Oh, and then Ramsey away. Down to Bailey. Target. What a ball that is by Matt Target. Ings, and I think Diaz is going to get that to what? It's Laporte actually all day getting to that one, isn't it? Mahrez. De Bruyne. Into Walker. Mahrez. De Bruyne. Oh, Target just gets there. Just gets there, Matt Target. We're so close. That is half time. 1-0 we lead. It could be 4 or 5 here. It could be 4 or 5, but we've just missed that chance, haven't we? We've missed that chance a few times to finish it off. Gundogan. Cancelo. Cancelo's got space. Into Gundogan. De Bruyne. Oh, Gundogan. You're much, much better than that. Only 2-on-2 here. Laporte. Oh, he can't intercept it. It's Danny Ings. What a save by Edison. Well, that's the issue we need to remember. There's only one goal in it, and they've got Danny Ings up top. Bailey. Look at this run from Matt Target. He has across the Target. Target spun him. Cross in, Ederson punches away. Rodri nods it away. Here's Sanson. Luis. Oh, they've worked it wide here. Trezeguet. Chance! Oh, and Kyle Walker's blocked it over the bar. He's been fantastic, Kyle Walker. Probably saved us again there a few times. He's saved us in games. Find the passes. De Bruyne wants to whip one in. Just can't score more than one goal, can we? De Bruyne into Sterling. Unlucky. Gundogan. Cancelo! Chance, and it's blocked away. It's a corner. The master of the 1-0s at the moment, aren't we, really? De Bruyne in. Diaz in there. Cancelo. De Bruyne, he's on. No, he's not on. It's a good cross as well. How is he offside here? I waited and waited and waited, hoping he'd be onside. That'll be full time anyway. And we'll get a 1-0 win. But it's another 1-0 on the chances. We're being creative in that game, but again it was the finishing. But 3 points, we'll take it. It's just worrying for later in the latter stage of the season, the Champions League latter stages, where if we can't score, how are we going to go through? Well, the derby between Spurs and West Ham went well. West Ham win 4-0. Everton have lost 4-2 to Brighton. And Watford beat United 2-0, so United continue to be poor. Liverpool have drawn, which is good. They've dropped points. That's very good for us, actually. Chelsea have won 1-0 against Arsenal, and Leicester City win 3-1 over Wolves, meaning we are now only 1 point away from Liverpool, which is very good that they got that draw. And we're still hot on their heels. Chelsea back up there, though. Leicester City still in there. I think Chelsea more so than Leicester with the ones fighting. United down in 10th. I'm very surprised. Very, very surprised how poor United have been. And for our final game of the episode, we will face Arsenal as we go away to the Emirates to face Mikel Arteta's side. So this is the side we're going to go with against Arsenal. Ederson starts in goal. It's Cancelo, Diaz, Laporte and Zinchenko in the back four. Fernandinho, Gundogan and De Bruyne in the midfield. And then look at that, it's Mahrez, Sterling, and we've got Phil Foden in at false 9 today, similar to where Grealish played against Manchester United. As for Arsenal, they've got Ramsdale in goal. It's Maitland-Niles, Chambers, Ben White and Nuno Tavares the back four. El Neni and Partey in the midfield too. It's Martinelli on the left, Pepe on the right, and Martin Odegaard in behind Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Lacazette on the bench, Saka on the bench, Xhaka on the bench, Tomiyasu as well, and also Gabriel Magalhaes and Leno on the bench. I think Leno would have started ahead of Ramsdale, but they've signed Ramsdale for big money. As a good side, Grealish is still injured, but one thing I have noticed about Grealish is he's actually grown to 87 rated while injured. I have no idea how, but another 2 weeks and he will be back. Let's get into this game against Arsenal. So final game of the episode, and we are welcomed to the Emirates to face Arteta's side, who are doing alright actually in this Master League. Of course in real life, not so much. We face them today. We're in our blue kit. Didn't even wear the away kit today. Happy to wear the blue. Blue versus red, Manchester City versus Arsenal. When he's lost it to El Neni. Unlike Phil Foden, Aubameyang holds off Laporte. Ball in behind here to Martinelli, and Arsenal are in. Martinelli. Ooh, Fernandinho, could have been a foul. Referee says no. I think it was a foul. He'll let us play on here. Martinelli. Aubameyang wide. Cancelo tried to cut that one out. Martinelli. Through the back of him comes Fernandinho. Tavares cross into Aubameyang. Diaz blocks it. It's a corner. Manchester City putting in their worst performance of the season. Arsenal were probably looking to capitalise on it. El Neni. Odegaard. Aubameyang, free header for a Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. It's been coming. He said he was lethal. Really, really poor from Zinchenko. Feet in the air too easily. Aubameyang heads it in. 1-0 down. Deserved for Arsenal. They've had all the ball. They've played football. We've done nothing. Absolutely nothing in today's game. Sterling. Zinchenko. Cross in here to Mahrez. Oh, he's nearly on it. No one can win a header though, have we? Gundogan. De Bruyne. Cancelo. Into Sterling. Oh, it's off the post. Arsenal fire it onto their own post. Oh, could have been level there. Raheem Sterling had a tap in. Ben White did stop it from going in. Put it against his own post. Fernandinho wins it back. Mahrez. De Bruyne. Through to Mahrez. Into Sterling. Zinchenko. Mahrez is in there. Cleared away by Arsenal again. Gundogan. De Bruyne. Fernandinho. Cancelo behind for a corner, but referee doesn't let us have it. Half time, 1-0 down to Arsenal. We got better as soon as we changed formation, didn't we? But we're still 1-0 down here at half time. Laporte dives in. Martinelli. Good turn. Good play from Gabriel Martinelli. Aubameyang hit, blocked away. Tavares. Skips past Cancelo in the box, not past Fernandinho. Foden. Looks long to Riyad Mahrez, up against Ben White. Oh, and White beats Mahrez. Foden. De Bruyne. Foden. Somehow, Arsenal are so congested. In that middle of the area. Foden. Sterling. Mahrez! Oh, he's at the post. De Bruyne. Mahrez. Works it wide. Fernandinho. Cancelo. Through to Fernandinho. Doesn't reach him. Martinelli clears it away. Gundogan. De Bruyne with a hit. Away. Fernandinho. It's meant for Mahrez. Tavares takes it down instead. Gives it away to Mahrez. Oh, and he can't even pass it to Sterling because El Nenny's come through the back of him. De Bruyne, Foden. Zinchenko. What a ball! Sterling's in there and Raheem Sterling makes it 1-1. Great ball by Zinchenko into the box. It's definitely not done though. Got another goal to score yet. Dominating Arsenal. Absolutely dominating them. Zinchenko here. Lovely ball into Sterling. And it's a good finish from Sterling. I've expected him to miss it, to be honest with you. Got 1-1 back in this game. Arsenal have gone out attacking now. Gundogan down to Foden. Does win it back for his side. Zinchenko. De Bruyne. De Bruyne, good cross. It's blocked away by Pepe. De Bruyne on the corner. In towards Ruben Diaz. Sterling. Foden. Finds it, De Bruyne. Foden. Fernandinho. Oh, a big tackle on Fernandinho. It's a free kick. Bernardo Silva comes on and gives it away. And he could have set Arsenal up here if it wasn't for the class of Joao Cancelo, was it? Oh, it's a late one on Mahrez from behind, from El Neni. We've had a few of them. De Bruyne is tired as well now. Fernandinho, great challenge. De Bruyne. Into Ferran Torres. That's through the back of Ferran Torres by Thomas Partey. There'll be a free kick. Good position there as well. De Bruyne. Kyle Walker motoring on here. Walker. Oh, towards Mahrez. Cleared away for a corner. 89th minute. I think we're going to be getting a point here at the Emirates. Laporte. Diaz. Oh, someone. Not there. De Bruyne. Ball through to Sterling. It's a foul. Why is Sterling not running for that? It's a foul anyway in De Bruyne, but why is Raheem Sterling not running for that? Why is it Ferran Torres when Sterling stood there? Unless Sterling's offside, and I don't know that. But that's a really frustrating result again. And as we approach January, it's been a very frustrating season halfway through. Let's see where we finish this episode in the table. But why is he not running for that? Why is he not running for that, Raheem Sterling? That's who the ball's for. Spurs draw 1-1. West Ham have won 1-0. Newcastle have won 1-0. Everton win 3-1. Liverpool, as expected, have won 4-0. This time against Manchester United. Wow, Varane, Ronaldo, Sancho. Useless signings, really, it seems. Chelsea have 4-0 win over Leicester City. So, we're back chasing Liverpool 4 points off them again now. It's just so annoying. 3 points off them. Chelsea are closer to us. It's just us versus Liverpool and Chelsea, I think, for the title this season. Arsenal trying to get in that top 4 position. That point did them good because it keeps them above Tottenham Hotspur and Leeds and Manchester United. Down at the bottom, Burnley on the bottom, Norwich, Watford. It looks like the likes of Southampton, Brighton, Everton are in there as well. Rafa Benitez, Everton, Brentford are doing okay for their first season in the Premier League. So thanks very much for watching. As we always say, like the video. If you haven't liked it, that makes a big difference. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. And we'll see you guys next time.